What's up, y'all? Good morning. More coffee, yeah. All right, now ready. Hey, had a fun weekend with the girlfriend. We went into a place up in LA, to a church actually. It's called the Emmanuel Presbyterian Church, Los Angeles. Yeah, we went to an event called Ghouls Day Out. Basically, it's an event that's coordinated by a company or organization called Spooksieboo. They're an organizer. They get a bunch of vendors that create cutesy horror theme related products, right? That's mainly like the whole theme of it, right? It's very family oriented and all that good stuff, right? There's still some gross crap, because it's a horror related thing, but for the most part, it's mainly that. A lot of cutesy, cartoon-like stuff, right? So they created this one up in LA. And actually, it's kind of cool. I didn't know much about this church, right? But the cool thing about this church is that it has a history of being pretty more, I guess, open or diverse, right? Like, it's one of the first churches in Los Angeles to be more, offer, bilingual services, stuff like that. I guess walking up to, the church, there's actually have, the gay pride flag, waving in front of the church, right? So, straight out, if you leave any negative comments, I'll just block you. I don't give a fuck. But I mean, besides that, I think it is kind of cool that they're very open to this kind of stuff, right? They allow the church to have these events happen, right? They have a history of doing music videos, right? Put a video, I guess, a band called My Chemical Romance that I personally don't like, but whatever. They also did movies there, I think Spider-Man or Sister Act 2, Legally Blonde. They have filmed in that church, right? So it has a history. But besides that, the main cool thing about this event was behind the church, they had a parking lot. They pretty much had a bunch of vendors, right? And that's where most of the fun was at. Yeah, it's pretty small. It wasn't that big, so, but still, there's still a lot of cool vendors. After a while, me and my girlfriend, we were going to these events a lot, and actually a lot of the vendors we kind of start to recognize, start to become familiar, right? Which is kind of fun, right? So we see familiar faces, we get to talk to people more, right? Which is kind of the reason why we like going to these events, right? We want to become more familiar with these people, right? And actually it's really cool, if as I said, it's organized by the Spooksieboo, event coordinators. So there's a lot of kiddie, childlike related things, right? Obviously ain't for adults, but there's a lot of pretty cool stuff female dresses, female decorations, bows and all that other stuff, even shampoos, whatever, makeup and other stuff like that. One of my favorite vendors is it's actually a t-shirt designer from a company, a guy's called T No Evil. I'll put the logo up on the screen here, and I really like his style of shirt designs, right? Recently I went to see the movie Godzilla vs. King Kong, and I just fucking I thought that fucking movie was so fucking badass. I really liked it. And then after watching the movie, I'm like, God damn it, I really want a Godzilla shirt now. So I went there and I saw him. Sure enough, he fucking designed a Godzilla shirt. I'll get rid of that fucking sticker thing. Fuck yeah, Godzilla's a shit. I grew up watching Godzilla when I was a kid, big time. I like the old school, Japanese, version of the movies of Godzilla. It's fucking badass. The thing I like about the shirt the most is that, the shadows here, this is actually Japanese. Yeah, Japanese has 3 alphabets, hiragana, katakana, and kanji, right? But anyway, so this is katakana. Basically, usually they use these kinds of alphabets when they want to spell out words from other countries, right? So in this case, it's Gojira, it's mainly the shadows, which is kind of cool. Yeah, in Japan, Godzilla is not Godzilla. It's basically how America pronounces it. But in Japan, Godzilla is pronounced Gojira. Just like comic book conventions and other stuff like that, people do go there dressed up as zombies or, monsters and other stuff. They go around. It's pretty fun, People like to take pictures with them and stuff like that. I actually was lucky enough to see them do a group pictures. Everybody that went there dressed up, they were accepting pictures. So, of course, I wanted to take a picture with them. It's pretty fun, right? The fun fact, it turns out a lot of these people that go to these events dressed up, a lot of them actually work in Halloween Haunt. Right, I didn't know that. I guess when they get hired to do a Halloween haunt, and they're the monsters going around, scaring people, they still wear their own outfits that they create themselves. It's almost like they create their own personality, right? Their own alter ego, So yeah, the same characters that you see walking around in Knott's Berry Farm, they're usually dressed the same walking around in these events, which is kind of cool, right? But we went there for 2 reasons. One is to see the market, right? And the other one is basically we paid to enter the church. They had little areas of the church we can take pictures, right? And yeah, they actually had some cool things. They had a little section where the Beetlejuice scene where he goes to the the brothel, the infernal room. Yeah, that was pretty cool. They had that set up. They had the scene like from a Freddy Krueger movie where like he turns into a TV and he eats the girl. They had that scene set up. You know, they got the scene from like The Shining. You know, where Jack Nicholson goes crazy, fucking opening a damn door with an axe. They got that. There was an area where you are able to take a picture going up to the podium of the church. Like the line was very long and we were kind of like waiting for some friends, so we couldn't like stay for that. But unfortunately, so we kind of like left. We didn't take a picture at the podium. But I mean, I was able to get some cool like some footage of the interior of the church. You know, it's kind of cool. Dude, I haven't set foot in a church in a long time. God damn it. But it was actually cool. You know, the way the architecture is, the way it's designed. These events seem like, you know, they are reaching out to the community, being more accepting and all that good stuff, and like, you know, just having more fun, letting people be and all that stuff. I mean, that to me is really cool. So yeah, out of all the like the vendors that I saw that day, there was actually one that was really cool that I kind of liked a lot, and it's from like a place called ZombieNerds, and he gets like action figures from like, you know, horror movies characters, and then he creates a little miniature environments of them, right? It's kind of cool. You know, he has everything from Heisenberg from Breaking Bad, the Jason Voorhees, you know, with his Camp Crystal Lake sign and all that good stuff. And then like, you know, he has like a cool little like scene from like The Nightmare Before Christmas. You know, he did a good job. It's all very detailed. All these miniatures are for sale. I'll definitely put a link in the descriptions on my YouTube video so you guys can like click on it and check out his other work. You know, he also had a little artwork and all the other stuff and other miniatures to sell. I think it was like the coolest one that I saw. Definitely check out the guy's Instagram if you guys are interested in seeing more of his stuff. But yeah, that's about it. And even though like driving to LA is a pain in the ass because like fucking traffic sucks, it took us like over an hour to get there. Once we got there, yeah, we had some fun. It was great. No big deal. It's a cool environment to be in, and yeah, I had fun. Glad that more things are starting to be available for, you know, people to go visit now after this fucking COVID garbage. That's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. Take care and peace.